can turn on the lights. It's all right. Calm yourself. Everything is under control.
Haven't you listened to anything I've told you?
He needs more time. See that he's not disturbed.
We don't have any more time.
Now, there's always time to heal.
I don't know, I haven't been feeling like myself lately.
But he was wrong. There was no time left. Not for me, not for him. And as long as I remained trapped, there was nothing I could do. Except wait for the end. And remember the beginning.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, and I won't have it! Is that clear? It is ebb and flow, tidal gravity. It is ecological balance. You are an old man who thinks in terms of nations and peoples. There are no nations, there are no peoples, there are no Russians, there are no Arabs, there are no third worlds, there is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immane, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, Reichmarks, rims, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone.
So there's only one thing left to do.
We're gonna give the biggest party this town ever seen.
that empire, the art of cartography attained such perfection that the map of a single province occupied the entirety of a city, and the map of the empire, the entirety of a province. In time, those unconscionable maps no longer satisfied. And the cartographers' guilds struck a map of the empire whose size was that of the empire, and which coincided point for point with it. The following generations, who were not so fond of the study of cartography as their forebears had been, saw that that vast map was useless. And not without some pitilessness was it that they delivered it up to the inclemencies of sun and winters. In the deserts of the West, still today, there are tattered ruins of that map, inhabited by animals and beggars. There is no other relic of the disciplines of geography. Suarez Miranda Viajes de Verones Prudentes, Lerida, 1658.
Now, we are going to have the biggest party ever.
The longest and most destructive party ever held is now into its 4th generation. And still, no one shows any signs of leaving. Someone did once look at his watch, but that was 11 years ago now, and there has been no follow-up. The mess is extraordinary and has to be seen to be believed. There have recently been some bangs and flashes up in the clouds, and there is one theory that this is a battle being fought between the fleets of several rival carpet cleaning companies who are hovering over the thing like vultures. But you shouldn't believe anything you hear at parties, so particularly not anything you hear at this one. One of the things that seemed like a good idea at the time was that the party should fly. Not in the normal sense that parties are meant to fly, but literally. One night, long ago, a band of drunken astro-engineers, the first generation, clambered around the building, digging this, fixing that, banging very hard on the other, and when the sun rose the following morning, it was startled to find itself shining on a building full of happy, drunken people that was now floating like a young and uncertain bird over the treetops. The planet over which they are floating is no longer the planet it was when they first started floating over it. In bad shape. It is one hell of a party.
You get up on your little 21-inch screen and howl about America and democracy. There is no America. There is no democracy. There is only IBM and ITT and AT&T and DuPont, Dow, Union Carbide, and Exxon. Those are the nations of the world today. What do you think the Russians talk about in their councils of state? Karl Marx? They get out their linear programming charts, statistical decision theories, Minimax solutions, and compute the price-cost probabilities of their transactions and investments, just like we do. We no longer live in a world of nations and ideologies. The world is a college of corporations, inexorably determined by the immutable bylaws of business. The world is a business. It has been since man crawled out of the slime. And our children will live to see that perfect world in which there's no war or famine, oppression or brutality. One vast and ecumenical holy company for whom all men will work to serve a common profit, in which all men will hold a share of stock, all necessities provided, all anxieties tranquilized, all boredom amused.
Yes, it does seem calmer.
For 19 years, he had lived like a person in a dream. He looked without seeing, heard without hearing, forgot everything, almost everything. On falling off the horse, he lost consciousness. When he recovered it, the present was almost intolerable. It was so rich and bright. The same was true of the most ancient and most trivial memories. Now his perception and his memory were infallible. He could reconstruct all his dreams. He told me, I have more memories in myself alone than all men have had since the world was a world. The truth is that we all live by leaving behind. No doubt we all profoundly know that we are immortal and that sooner or later every man will do all things and know everything. Fun has not only remembered every leaf on every tree of every wood, but even every one of the times he had perceived or imagined it. His own face in the mirror, his own hands, surprised him on every occasion. He was the solitary and lucid spectator of a multiform world which was instantaneously and almost intolerably exact. I repeat, the least important of his recollections was more minutely precise and more lively than our perception of a physical pleasure or a physical torment. He was, let us not forget, almost incapable of general, platonic ideas.
Calm yourself. Everything is under control.
Haven't you listened to anything I've told you?
He needs more time. See that he's not disturbed.